There are occasions when life freezes, not because something loud happens, not because the world forces you to pause, but because something quiet reaches you in a way nothing else can. I experienced that not so long ago. Not doing anything significant, I was alone, merely existing in the space between one thing and the next. And in that silence, something inside me changed. It wasn't flashy. It was not unexpected. It was gentle, like a hand resting on your shoulder when you didn't know you needed it. I looked around the room, almost expecting to see someone there, but I was alone. Or at least that's what my eyes told me. My heart, however, knew differently. There was a presence, warm, steady, undeniable. And then I heard it, not with my ears, but with something deeper. A voice that didn't need sound to be clear. It said, "I have a message for you, and it's not just for you, and it's not just for you. It's for everyone who will hear this before Christmas." I froze. My chest tightened, not from fear, but from the weight of what I was feeling. This wasn't imagination. This wasn't my mind playing tricks. This was real. Jesus Christ was speaking to me, and what he said in the moments that followed changed the way I see everything. The first thing he told me was simple, but it hit harder than I expected. He said, "Christmas has become so loud that people can no longer hear what it's really about." I felt that truth settle in my chest like a stone dropping into still water. We fill Christmas with so much noise, so many plans, so many expectations, that we miss the quiet beauty of what it was always meant to be. A reminder that love came into the world not with power or force, but with vulnerability. A baby in a manger, small, fragile, human, and yet carrying the hope of the entire world. I thought about how we celebrate Christmas now. The lights, the gifts, the parties, the stress of making everything perfect. And I realized how much we've lost. Not because those things are bad, but because somewhere along the way they became the focus. We started celebrating Christmas without remembering why we're celebrating. Jesus didn't say this to condemn. He said it with sadness, like a father watching his children miss the point of a gift he gave them. And I understood. Christmas isn't about what we do. It's about what was done for us. It's about a love so deep that it didn't wait for us to be ready. It didn't wait for us to deserve it. It came anyway. Quiet, humble, persistent. I sat there, tears forming in my eyes, and I asked, "What do you want people to know?" The answer came immediately, and it broke me. He said, "Tell them I'm still here. Tell them that no matter how far they think they've drifted, no matter how lost they feel, I'm still reaching for them." Christmas isn't just a memory of something I did 2,000 years ago. It's a promise I'm still keeping today. I couldn't hold back the tears. They poured down my face, not out of sorrow, but out of relief. Relief that even when we forget, even when we get distracted, even when we lose our way, he doesn't give up on us. He's still here, still calling, still loving, still waiting. As I wiped my eyes, the presence became even stronger. It was as if the room filled with light, not from any lamp or window, but from something I can't fully explain, a warmth that went beyond temperature, a peace that went beyond circumstances, and in that moment, I understood something I had never fully grasped before. Christmas is personal. It's not just a holiday. It's not just a tradition. It's an invitation to come back, to remember, to reconnect, to let go of the noise and find the stillness where love lives. I heard his voice again, softer this time, almost like a whisper carried on a gentle wind. So many people are hurting this Christmas. So many are carrying burdens they don't talk about. So many are pretending to be fine while their hearts are breaking. Tell them I see them. Tell them I feel their pain. Tell them they're not alone. My hands were shaking. I thought about everyone I know, everyone I've met, everyone who might be watching this. How many of us are smiling on the outside while struggling on the inside? How many of us are going through the motions of Christmas while feeling empty? How many of us are hoping for something, anything, to fill the void we can't name? Jesus knows, he sees, he understands, and his message is not one of judgment or disappointment. It's one of compassion. He's not waiting for us to fix ourselves before we come to him. He's waiting for us to come as we are, broken, messy, confused, and let him do what only he can do: heal, restore, renew. I took a deep breath and asked another question, one that had been sitting in my heart for a while. What about the people who have given up? What about those who don't believe anymore? The response was immediate and filled with such tenderness that it made me cry all over again. I haven't given up on them, and if they're hearing this, it's because I'm still reaching for them. Faith isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing to turn around and take one step back toward me. Just one step. That's all I ask. One step. That's it. Not a transformation overnight. Not a complete understanding of everything. Just one step. One moment of openness. One breath of willingness. And he meets us there. He always meets us there. The light in the room began to fade. Not suddenly, but gradually. like the sun setting slowly over the horizon, and as it did, I felt something settle inside me, a clarity, a purpose, a responsibility. I knew why I was given this message. It wasn't just for me, it was for you, for anyone who would hear it before Christmas, for anyone who needed to know that they matter, that they're seen, that they're loved. I stood up and walked to the window, looking out at the world, so many people moving through their lives, each carrying their own stories, their own struggles, their own hopes, and I realized that this message is for all of them, for all of us. We're not as alone as we think, we're not as forgotten as we feel, we're not as lost as we fear, because Jesus Christ is still here, still present, still calling us home. As I stood there, I thought about what Christmas really means. It means hope is real, it means love is stronger than darkness. It means that even in our messiest, most broken moments, we are still worthy of grace, not because of what we've done, but because of who He is. I want to ask you something, and I need you to be honest with yourself. What are you carrying into Christmas this year? What weight are you holding that you haven't let go of? What pain are you hiding that you haven't shared? Jesus sees it, He knows it, and He's telling you right now, through these words, that you don't have to carry it alone. You can put it down, you can release it, you can let Him carry it for you. That's what Christmas is about. It's about a God who loved us so much that He entered into our suffering, not to explain it away, not to dismiss it, but to share it with us, to walk through it with us, to remind us that we're never alone in it. I turned away from the window and sat back down, feeling the weight of everything I had experienced. My heart was full, not with answers, but with peace. The kind of peace that doesn't make sense logically, but feels true in every part of your being. And I knew that the message I received was not meant to be kept to myself, it was meant to be shared, to be spoken, to be offered to anyone who needs to hear it. So if you're watching this before Christmas, I want you to know something. This is not a coincidence, this is not random. You were meant to hear this. Jesus Christ has a message for you, and it's simple. You are loved. You are seen, you are not forgotten. No matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter how far you think you've fallen, His arms are still open, His love is still waiting, His grace is still available. Christmas is coming, and with it comes the reminder that hope is not dead, love is not lost, light is still breaking through the darkness, and you, yes you, are part of that story. You matter, your life matters, your pain matters, your healing matters. As the sun set outside, I closed my eyes and whispered a prayer, not for myself but for everyone who would hear this, for everyone who needed to know they're not alone, for everyone who needed to feel loved, for everyone who needed to remember that Christmas is more than a day on the calendar. It's a promise that love came, a promise that love stayed, a promise that love is still here. And if these words touched something inside you, if you felt even the smallest flicker of recognition or hope, don't ignore it. That's Him, that's Jesus, reaching for you, calling your name, inviting you home. Tell me, what does Christmas mean to you this year? What are you hoping for? What are you holding on to? I want to hear your heart. Share your story below, because I believe that when we open up, when we share honestly, we realize we're not as alone as we thought, and maybe, just maybe, your story will be the light someone else needs to find their way home.